It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cards and the Panthers, just ahead on EA Sports.
Once called Carolinas Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Coverage team gets him down for 26-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
First play, Murray's letting it rip. He's keeping it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Cardinals first down. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
1st and 10, Murray finds his target, Ryman. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment to defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Murray setting up to throw. Makes the connection to James Conner. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. This will be cut by Conner. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Back to the air, Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Arizona. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
I think when Bryce Young heard his name called to Carolina a couple years ago, he knew that he was in for a rebuild. He knew that it might be some tough circumstances, but I don't think he could have ever imagined the kind of beating he took both physically, mentally, emotionally in a 2-14 season. But we know this also in the history of football. There have been a lot of #1 picks that have been knocked down. And it's not about getting knocked down, it's about coming off that map. Many of them have, and I know Carolina will look for some positive steps out of the second-year player this season.
They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Young. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Young to throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
What I like about that kid, I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He brings it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Prater puts it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Dortch now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Harrison secures this left side. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Murray here on 1st down. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this one to Connor. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He throws a bullet deep to the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Young on the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Matthew Wright right for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers are going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he's up over 4,000 yards on the season, which you can see puts him atop the NFL in that area. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Up the middle, Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Murray on 3rd down. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Buys time, rolling right. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Dump off to his fullback. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Young working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. That pass complete to McMillan. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now to Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Touchdown, Carolina! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Right on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. That pass is complete to McBride. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 3 touchdown receptions. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid 1st half. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good measure. He was awesome. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Hubbard breaks the tackle, still going. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Young. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Murray. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He's got Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one quickly to Harrison. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff goes to Connor, running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're left with 4th and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Murray. Taken in by Harrison. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Kyler throwing here. This will be caught by Connor. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Benson on 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Badgley able to knock it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Here's Young to throw. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air on first down, Young. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
It's a 21-yard gain, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun.
And he's got it! That's a way out for it, but touchdown! The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. It's Connor again. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw, Murray. He'll get this one to Connor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once, and especially on these short to intermediate throws.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Hubbard on the give. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Dortch now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got him. That's McBride. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Kyler to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 4th and short. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
On second down, it's Hubbard. On the move into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. Hubbard again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Third down run by Hubbard. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Prater puts it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Dortch now to return it. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, ETN gets it. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Counterplay, Hubbard. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Hubbard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Young on 3rd and goal. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Dortch now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players. Certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks, he watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, well, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Murray to throw. Jones reels it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Murray on the play fake. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to the air, Murray. This reeled in by Benson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.